Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your January 2020 reading for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you guys? Good to have you here. Thank you so much to all of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing my videos. I so appreciate that. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll get new notifications of videos as I post them. I typically do a video a week for each, I do it categorized by element, but I actually do each individual sign for the week ahead. I haven't found those being that popular, so I may do a mid-month check. We'll see how this goes. I did a year prediction for 2020 for each sign, so you can watch those too and see what might lie ahead in the year of 2020 for Gemini. I am going to continue to use my Ask and It Is Given cards here from Abraham and Jerry Hicks. Excuse me, Esther and Jerry Hicks, the spiritual teachings of Abraham. So these are great cards for those of you that are into deliberate creation and manifesting things into your life and realize that by your thinking, you are actually attracting in things to your life. So know that that is true, and these are great cards. There's a book called Ask and It Is Given. There is, which I love. It's a great book, and it's got 22 processes in the back to help you manifest. There's also the Law of Attraction, I think is the first book that they came out with. Into the Vortex, Money and the Law of Attraction. So those are great books to have to use on your spiritual journey here. So what is going on for Gemini for 2020? January 2020 for Gemini. All right, let's see what Esther and Jerry Hicks, Abraham Hicks, has to say here. I love this card. Isn't that pretty? I must be selfish enough to align with well-being. If you are not selfish enough to deliberately align with the energy of your source, you have nothing to give away. Some worry that if they take too much of the pie, others will be left with nothing, while in reality, the pie expands in proportion to the vibrational requests of all of you. Okay, so you can't run out. Excuse me, wow. You cannot run out of manifestation. So if, not everybody wants the same person or the same BMW or the same house. So know that you're not being greedy. And you're also not being self-centered by focusing on your own vibration, because you're not much use to anyone when your vibration is low. You're just not of your highest source energy, and you can't be of much service. So, when I have certain people that I know are downers, I will not spend much time with them, and I don't feel bad about that. We're just not a vibrational match, and I'm not going to lower my energy to match theirs so that we can interact. So, very interesting. So you have in your current position here the Eight of Cups, and then it's actually countered, an influence around it is the King of Pentacles. So this is interesting. Your hopes and desires are that Nine of Pentacles. In the distant past, you've got the Five of Swords. You've got the Six of Pentacles here. In the future, so this is the distant past and more recent past. In the future, upcoming, you've got the Two of Cups. You also have the Hanged Man. This is you. The Chariot. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, could very well be them. And the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and then on the bottom here of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So very interesting reading here. So I do think you walked away from someone or a situation. It could very well be job related. You have air. You have certainly a lot of earth in this. My gosh, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 earth sign cards here. Plus you have the Chariot. And you do have another water. You've got the Two of Cups here. So really interesting reading here for you guys, Gemini. I do think you walked away from something, but I think it was with regret. I think that you were kind of, you were wondering what else was out there, but I think what you left was actually had stability and was, it was something you regretted leaving. You know, I do think this is you walking away. If it was the other person, they do have regret around this circumstance that they know. If it was a job or even if you got fired or something like that, again, it's with regret. It's not without thinking about it again. Very few people walk away and never look back, but I do think with you too, it's possible, you know, in this case, I guess it is possible that you may have walked back and just kept it moving, but I do think there's some regret around it. Then you have down here, this is about manifestation. So your desires, it can be something on the mundane level. Like there's some of you out there who want a new car, and it's going to be a really great month to see things shore up so that a new vehicle or even a new home situation lines up. But she's in a very prosperous garden. I love this Nine of Pentacles. Some people call her the single lady card, so it's possible some of you are not attached right now. But she's got a small paradise. I mean, it's all about kind of like rewarding yourself and giving yourself some small indulgences. So there's a part of you that really wants nice things around you and in your surroundings. So in the distant past, you did have some conflict. This is a 5, so there was change. I think you did move away from somebody. There was just a lot of conflict around it, whether it was work related, where it was just not, the chemistry was not right there, and you had to walk away. But I do think if it was you, you ended up going to a better job. If it was a relationship, again, I think you went and the other person was really kind of licking their wounds. You know, I've had this where the person, we went our separate ways, but I look at their life and it didn't improve. I hate to say that, but it's like it almost got smaller, and I would not trade with them for anything. Now, it doesn't mean that I feel like I won necessarily, but I don't feel like I lost anything either. So, this was in the more recent past, and I do think you've had a lot of balance restored to your life. I think your money has been very good. I think you've got new love coming in here, Gemini. I don't think it's going to be this old person in the past, but again, it could be about money, and if that's the case, I also think it's going to be new. So I don't see it as a reconciliation situation. I mean, sometimes that can happen when you have this many new cards, but whatever it is, it's going to move forward very quickly. You've got a lot of speed here coming up. So you've got this 2 of Cups, and with this 8 of Wands, so this is coming up soon, where either you're going to meet somebody or it's possible you do know them, but it's just not, it's not an established relationship. It's something new, and it's going to go like at warp speed. It's going to start and it's going to continue though. It's going to be one of those things where, you know, you could be living with a person by next month or by the spring, be seriously talking about an engagement, a marriage, something like that. So I do think for whoever this is, it's a match made in heaven. If it's a new career, again, it's the right fit for you. So you are going within a little bit, and this is like surrender to win. Okay, surrender to win. We're done with the 5s and the fighting and all that crap. This is all about, you know, really being spiritual, knowing that it's better to be happy than to be right. You're done with that. You're not interested in it. You know, I've learned along the way when somebody is really agitated to just, or if they're wanting a dynamic, this cycle that I don't have to participate in this. That's kind of what you're saying. I don't have to participate in this, and I'm not going to. So I think you are going to be very happy by the end of January, and you're not going to need to attend every fight you're invited to or any at all, really. Now, if you're dealing with a Cancer, they are serious about you, Gemini. They want to move forward with you. They see you as their forever person. They can see you walking down that aisle or being in the justice of the peace or whatever your cup of tea is with that. But they can see you growing old together, and they want to move forward. They want to make a life with you. They can, can be a person who knows what they want when they see it. And I don't think they're going to be rigid. I don't think it's going to be like where, they're going to be really demanding, but I don't think they're going to be shy about their intentions with you. I think it's going to be very clear. It's all about self-determination and power and really knowing who you are. So I think this person's very stable. They know who they are, and you're gonna be in flow, kind of that spiritual progress going on. So the next card we have here is the Eight of Pentacles. And again, this is about money and working hard, but it's also about, lining up your coins, about you've had kind of a slow, steady, comfortable life. But I do think that you're going to be, kind of paying attention to the details. All your hard work is paying off here. So your inner emotions with this are kind of like, I've got this new thing coming in. It's really exciting. I want to make sure that I don't lose who I am. I want to make sure that I'm true to who I am. I stay true to my beliefs, and you're going to be able to do that in this relationship. It's going to be very balanced. So like I said, whether it's work or it's, something like a partnership. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she is really a gorgeous queen. She's very steadfast is the word. She's very good with money, but it's also like you're being offered a bit of luck with this too. So, you're going to kind of be like, I think, wanting to be playful, but also being kind of sensitive and being, I don't know, I guess stable is the word that I get for that. It's possible too, for some of you, I'm seeing like some kind of an outdoor nature wedding or something like that where, you're going to just have, moving forward, a lot of financial security, savvy, possibly, investing money in something that ends up being very lucrative. But I also think if it's a relationship, that too is going to be an investment that's worth your while. So very nice January ahead, and I so appreciate all of you and your subscribing and all that good stuff and your commenting. So thank you again, and I love you, and I'll be back again next week.